2 full years of traveling with these luxury suitcases.
Let's see how they've held up.
I'm Kyle.
I'm Kat.
And this is Kyle Caught a Cat.
We have been traveling the world for nearly 2 years, and you should go check out our other vlogs.
We do a lot of fun stuff, and while you're there, go ahead and like and subscribe, give us some support so these things can keep going.
And shortly after we started traveling, we made a video comparing Kyle's suitcase versus mine, Away versus Monos, and we figured we are over a year and a half into this thing, so we might as well give you an update on how they've held up over time.
As we said, I have the Away aluminum medium in silver.
I have the Monos check-in hybrid in champagne.
The prices since last year have not changed at all. Mine is still listed at $725.
And mine is listed at $435.
If you're gonna spend this much money on a luxury suitcase, you would think they'd be really good. So let's compare every single thing about these suitcases and really put them under the grinder and see who wins. I am a huge fan of mine still after a year and a half. What do you think of yours?
I still am a fan of mine, and I think I would choose it over yours, to be honest.
Really? Ha! That's new information for me, and I fully, wholeheartedly disagree.
So let's start with the warranties. Both of us needed to make warranty claims on these bags at one point. If you watch our first video, had a crack right here, which is actually very impressive considering that these corners are aluminum. I do think the airline very much abused it.
It was like late March, like a month and a half in when it cracked, and we didn't get the new suitcase until
Late December.
And that wasn't Monos's fault. It was shipped to her parents' house. So even with that pretty substantial crack, it held up for 7 more months on the road, and we didn't even tape it. We were just like, hope it doesn't get bigger. The claim process was pretty easy. You just took pictures and they sent it in.
This is actually the new suitcase. I have had it for about 7 months, going to Latin America, going to Europe, coming to the Caribbean. It has been
It's
great.
held up. As far as my warranty, they're pretty much the same. I looked at the websites and compared them, and they have really good customer service. There's not a lifetime guarantee, but pretty much you can send it in and get it fixed.
Yeah, as long as it's obviously not your fault.
Yeah. I also had something broken in my suitcase. One of the interior flaps, the framing of it, the boning, had broken in half. So we were in London. I stopped by an Away store and I was like, hey, this is my order number. Here's a picture of it cracked. And they just took a sleeve out of another suitcase, and I walked home through the downtown of London.
The double-decker buses holding
just
like a
holding
flap.
a flap of my suitcase, and I replaced it, and it was great.
Yeah.
So the warranties for both of these are awesome.
Really solid.
Check. As far as shells, mine is aluminum, hers is polycarbonate with little aluminum pieces and an aluminum like frame.
I feel like honestly I get the best of both worlds because it's polycarbonate. It's very lightweight for a suitcase this size and this durable, and they've put aluminum in all of the like weak points that normally a polycarbonate shell would break. I personally am a really big fan.
So my shell is aluminum. I love it. At first, I wasn't a huge fan of all the dents that happen over time. And actually, when I close my suitcase, sometimes it has a little bit of trouble closing because the top part right here is dented pretty badly, actually. But yeah, it gets all these little scratches on the back. I don't know if you can see all the dents. It's seen some love, but this has gone around the world pretty much twice with me. It still holds up.
And I think it's worth noting that the abuse we put our suitcases through is going to be much more
Way
than
more.
the average person. So even though for us it's a year and a half, I'd say for the average person, this would be the equivalent of like 10 years of abuse. Anticipate that as you're looking at this. This is probably not gonna be the level of abuse that your suitcase will suffer through.
I mean, we're talking cobblestone roads every other week. We're talking
Multiple
checked
cargo holds,
suitcases,
ferries, trains.
small airports, big airports, people mishandling them.
They've seen
gone well.
love.
Because mine is aluminum, it is a little bit heavier. The weights that are listed online, I don't believe them. Mine is listed at 13.8 pounds and hers is listed at 12.9, so about a pound different. But last year when we weighed it, hers was about 11 and mine was 13.3. Let's see if they've gained weight.
Last year, their website said that mine was 11.1, 11.5.
More than a pound off.
I'm wondering if this version is not an old version and they've updated.
I think you bought the medium.
I definitely
But
did.
those dimensions that are listed online, hers is taller than mine. And according to online, the medium is shorter than mine.
And heavier?
Yeah, heavier than, I don't know.
Monos might have changed their suitcases. This might be an old model. I don't know.
They look the same online.
Great.
So next we're gonna talk about the handles.
I don't love the handles on mine. I'll be super honest. They look really sleek.
And they're nice because they don't snag anything.
Yes, but they're not very ergonomic, I would say. Like trying to get my hand under this, not very comfortable. If you're carrying it up a staircase or something, it's not gonna feel amazing.
It squishes your fingers.
Yeah, it's not a good feeling. And then this,
I hate it.
there's a button underneath here. Theoretically, that would be nice. In practicality, I can't keep it short.
A lot of times if you want it short and close by you, it'll accidentally, it makes it longer.
And
it's
that
just
is
harder
very
to control.
annoying, I will say. This is enough of a hassle that even though his bag is heavier, there are times that we will switch bags because this is so much easier to maneuver and he'll handle the heavy one for me.
This handle on our last video, I said I didn't like it. After a year of travel, I actually do like that it automatically folds back down because it's not that hard to grab it and hold it. But these handles, see how much space there is for my knuckles on the side as well. And then this has a button on the top. So if you're pulling from the bottom, you're not accidentally, sorry. Yeah, you're not accidentally extending it. Now I will say that hers is a smoother up and down than mine, but once it goes, it's really fine. That's the handles.
Kyle said I had 1 minute to interrupt his video, so let's start the timer. This is my travel backpack, 30-liter travel duffel by TOBIQ, and not only is it the most colorful, delightful, whimsical bag I have ever seen, it is an organizational angel from heaven. It has so many pockets. Pocket here. Each of these colored pockets has its own pockets inside. Chargers, Kindle, snacks, change of clothes. Their toiletry bag, which is literally designed to fit perfectly inside one of these compartments. Amazing. You can carry it either as a traditional duffel or my personal favorite as a backpack. These backpack straps can unclip and zip inside here. Has a padded laptop sleeve for going over the handle of your suitcase, multiple grab handles. It comes with a lifetime warranty against manufacturer defects, and 5% of all of their proceeds go towards helping cancer patients get the treatment they need. Use code KyleCaughtACat for 15% off your order, and let's get back to the video. Wheels.
My wheels, after a year and a half, they still spin like rollerblades. They're incredible. I can see there's hair and stuff stuck in them, but they have real life use and they are doing great.
Caps have come off.
Just
I will
one.
say
Just one.
two.
Two?
1 and 2.
No.
No.
They're just caps. They're,
It's not a big deal. I think that happened on cobblestones.
Yeah, I mean.
So a lot of times we'll walk to a train station that most people would taxi to. So this thing's getting dragged 2 miles.
We drag this thing, at least a mile every time we're in a big city.
My wheels are not as great. They're smaller than his. Because of that, I will drag bottom pretty frequently. If you're going somewhere that's going to mostly be sidewalks, pavement, you'll be fine. But if you are dragging this on any kind of uneven terrain, you're going to drag bottom pretty consistently.
Even if it's a flat level surface, sometimes they have a mind of their own.
Yes.
If she's trying to navigate, I'll try to take both suitcases, and this one is behaving nicely, staying right next to me. I can walk, holding them both, and this one is like,
it does a
trying
weird
to go everywhere.
Turning, like it gets its own ideas about where it would like to go, and so your wrist gets really tired.
Yeah, because you're like using your wrist to
it.
control it. This one is just, I could like let it go, and it keeps going straight.
Yeah.
I spent 2 years being a roadie on a magic show, basically, and this feels like a road case. Like the way that road cases, if you push them in one direction, they're gonna keep going in that direction. This feels like it's made really well, like a road case that's protecting equipment. So
and
this
it's
is made
$300 more, so you would hope.
Also with the wheels, hers gets top heavy. I don't know if it's the placement of the wheels. This thing tips over all the time. You're walking and you trip. This is almost a hazard for someone who doesn't have good balance and stability. It'll knock you over.
Closures.
I love my closures. They're super easy to open and close. The code, super easy to move around compared to this one.
He doesn't like mine. I'm not bothered by it at all. There's a button right here and you just, oh, the code's not right.
See how hard it is for her to get the code to move?
It's not that hard.
When we get to a hostel or we get to a hotel, I'm the one that's unpacking and like kind of nesting. And I'm also the one that packs more often. So I have to deal with them at the same time. Like I open mine and then I open hers. Hers is constantly giving me more trouble opening and closing. That's all I have to say.
I think it's fine.
Pay $300 extra for a suitcase and you will be slightly less inconvenienced. Interior. The beautiful away interior. What to say about this? 2 flaps. This side has a 2 compartment, like mesh zippers. I don't keep a lot in, I never keep anything in this one because it's just so big. Everything just moves around unless you like fill it with stuff. It could be a good compartment for socks, I guess.
Papers.
Files and stuff. But because my suitcase is always so full, having anything in here, like it all falls to the bottom, like it's just hard to get it to lie flat. These 2 things are my least favorite feature about the Away. I think they were trying to be innovative and it just doesn't. These clasps, they're interesting and cool, but they're not as easy and functional as as you might think they would be. There's a saw, somebody is working. We're in Puerto Rico. It might not, you might not hear it. This clasp, sometimes it comes off, and when you're trying to close the suitcase, all your stuff kind of just falls out. And then this, it's 2 buckles, and then it opens like that. But you have to get the buckle out, you have to make sure that it's straight, and then it tightens from the bottom. So like once you clasp it, the clothes are all stuck in there, and if you tighten it more, it just pulls the clothes in and up. It's just not the best design in my opinion. If I could take her interior and put it in here, this suitcase would be perfect. As far as the actual cavities, it's nice and deep and nice and flat on this side. On this side, I just put flat things in between this little bit, and then they have a little zipper for your dirty clothes pouch. But it's a nice bag. Yeah. That's my interior. It's great. Fine. Now it's time for cats.
My turn. Wow, look how easy those clasps were.
It's closing that's harder.
I actually really love the interior of this suitcase. On this side, we have one big open mesh pocket here, and then this is one great zipper pocket, and it's on the flat side. I get 5 packing cubes in here. They fit perfectly. Lay like my jacket and my jeans on top. Zip this right back up, and one whole side has all of my clothes, and I don't have to think about like stuffing things into little corners. This side, I like it just as much. It's more of a traditional flap like Kyle's. It has the 2 mesh pockets here, and they actually do hold quite a bit, and they have these pleats here so they can come out a little bit more. These clasps are pretty easy buckles. You just press and it opens right up. Open that there, same. You got the button clasp there.
Laundry bag, happy small pockets. And we put our air tags in the inside zippers of both of ours. We just tape them in there. Let's see how much trouble she has with these closures now that she's gonna close her suitcase, because mine is super fast. Favorite thing about your bag?
My stickers.
Oh yeah, me too.
We've collected stickers on our travels, and some people might be like, ew, that doesn't look as clean and nice, but it makes me happy. A feature of the suitcase itself, I really like how lightweight it is. We end up doing the pound shuffle into backpacks and stuff quite a bit, so I do like that. I also like that it's a little bit narrower. A lot of times I can open it up flat and slide it under a bed wherever we're staying, and that keeps it off the floor and out of our way. I can pull it out like a drawer, get access, and slide it back under. Very nice.
Mine does that too, just not as often. I like my depth in defense because I'm a bigger guy. I have jeans. I have like some big pieces, and would be difficult if it were any thinner. Ask me what my favorite thing about my bag is.
What's your favorite thing about your bag?
It's not necessarily my favorite thing, it's just that I forgot to mention it earlier. With Away, you can get your bag personalized.
Engraving.
You can get a little symbol as well, I think. I just have my initials. Honestly, my real favorite thing about this bag is everything but the interior. It's easy to walk with, it's easy to travel with. The functionality is top notch. This was a gift. I would probably have never spent $725 on a bag, but yeah, I just love my bag. Who do you think wins?
I would buy mine again.
If we're looking at this in straight like contest
Features,
terms,
yeah.
I win because my handles are better, my wheels are definitely better, the shell never had to be replaced. I think my closures are better, it's just better.
Yeah. I mean, I would say that this is definitely more of a luxury suitcase, and you actually do get what you pay for, but you pay almost twice as much. And it's nice to know that if you pay the extra money, you are getting that value.
Yeah.
Mine is definitely cheaper, but it's still an excellent bag, and it has its annoying quirks, but I'm not even sure that the average person would notice those annoying quirks. It's just because we drag these everywhere,
Literally
live
through
out
the
of
mud.
them. I don't think you can go wrong with either.
Well, thanks for watching. I hope that you'll like and subscribe and come back for more travel adventures.
Remember, it's
It's either a good time or a good story. Cheers. Bye.